Let's look at simple interest. Why to calculate simple interest, our skills will be identify and calculate, and hopefully you'll be able to correctly answer the set questions. Now, interest rate is a percentage charged for the use of someone else's money. Now, investors or even us, when we put money in the bank, we can earn interest on that money for lending them that because the bank now has our money. Borrowers pay interest to the financial institution for the use of their money. So if we borrow money for a house, we're not usually doing simple interest. We're starting off at the very basic, but anyway, that's what happens. Now, simple interest is calculated as a percentage per annum, and you'll see PA for per annum on an initial investment, and the initial investment is called the principal. Flat rate interest is a term used when we refer to loans, and it's charged each year or per annum on the full amount originally borrowed. What I want you to write in your books now, though, is what is in this blue box, and that is the formula for interest, which is I equals capital P, lowercase I, N. So interest equals our principal multiplied by our interest rate multiplied by our number of years. So I want everything in that box to be put in your books, including what those letters mean. So capital I, amount of simple interest in dollars, capital P, principal amount is the amount you borrow or that you loaned in dollars. The little I or the lowercase I is the interest rate per annum. Now it's important that that interest rate must be as a decimal, and N is the number of years. Now, it's important to note that simple interest is very unrealistic. It is assuming that we get the same amount of interest every single year, which is unlikely. We don't put money in a bank, get our interest, pull that interest out, and keep that a principal in there each year. And that's the same with loans. Loans, we have to earn interest on our interest. And later on this term, after your exam, we'll look at compound interest and something that is a bit more realistic. But for now, simple interest is a nice way to start our topic on finance and introduce us to interest. Now, this formula is on your formula sheet. So if you have a look for it, hopefully it's nice and easy to remember so you wouldn't have to refer to it anyway. Let's look at doing a question. Calculate the simple interest charged on a loan of $800 at 6% per annum over 3 years. So you can see the information we need in the question. I want you to start by writing out what everything is. So P equals $800, little I is 6%, which is 6 divided by 100, which is 0.06 as a decimal, and our n is 3. I want you to get into the habit of doing that because as problems get harder, not just simple interest, it's really important to write down what you know so you can work out how to answer a question. So write the formula, substitute the information, so principal multiplied by our interest multiplied by our number of years, and then go to your calculator and work out what that is. And we get $144. Therefore, simple interest is $144. Now I want to pause the video and have a go at the next example on your own and see if you get the right answer. Calculate the simple interest charged on a loan of $500 at 5% per annum over 4 years. Now I want you to set it out like I have, write out the information you've got and remember your therefore statement. So P is $500. Our I, which was 5%, is 5 divided by 100, which is 0.05, and our N is 4. So I equals PIN. Always write your formula. 500 multiplied by 0.05 multiplied by 4. Go to your calculator, and you should have got $100 and finish with a therefore statement. Now, our question may not always have the number of years in it. So as a reminder, can convert from months to years, divide the number of months by 12. Because there are 12 months in a year. So let's do a question like that. Calculate the simple interest earned on an investment of $8,000 at 7.78% per annum over 36 months. So let's write our information out. Our principal is $80,000. Our interest rate is 7.78%. You're going to divide that by 100. So we get 0.0778. And our N is 36 months, which divided by 12 is 3 years. So formula I equals PIN. Substitute what we have, 80,000 multiplied by 0.0778 multiplied by 3. Go to your calculator. And we get 18,672, finish with a therefore statement. Now pause the video and have a go at the next one on your own. So we have to calculate the simple interest earned on investment of $500, 9.45% per annum over 78 months. Write out our information. P equals 500. Our I is 9.45%. Divide by 100 is 0.0945. Our N is 78 months, which we're going to divide by 12. 78 divided by 12 is 6.5 years. Now I equals PIN, which is 500 multiplied by 0.0945 multiplied by 6.5. Go to our calculators and we get approximately 307.13. Finish with a therefore statement. So now your task is to complete these questions. Make sure you do all the working out, check your answers, and if you finish early, you can go back and review previous work.